My producer Tim went missing at the end of the mid-season finale of America, the podcast. And I, Theb A Stard, the embodiment of and only hope for America, aim to find him. These are the Search for Tim transmissions. Hello, America. It's me, Theb A Stard, a.k.a. the embodiment of and only hope for America. And I am reporting to you live, actually live to me, pre-recorded to you, but live nonetheless, because that's all that matters. Me. But, where was I? Ah, yes. I am reporting to you from deep beneath the Kremlin in Moscow, Russia, hundreds of feet below the ground, in the bowels of the Kremlin. How did I get here, you are absolutely asking? Well, Vladimir Putin owed me one for helping him rig a certain election a few years back. Again, very sorry about that, but I made it up to you with Joe Biden, right? He's better. Huh? You like Joe, right? No? We tried, all right? You wanted Bernie. You got Joe. So, that's the game we play. Anyways, that is not what is important. What is important is finding my producer Tim, which is why I am here beneath the Kremlin. I am attempting to access the gate of Rasputin, except Rasputin is not around here anywhere. I need to find him somewhere. He might be in his weird Russian library with the books all written in that weird language. Looks like Elvish, kind of. What's it called? Oh, Russian, right. Well, I'm gonna go try and find him, and while I do that, we bring you to this week's segment. What do you want me to do? I don't want to introduce it. I don't even know what the segment is. We're just having some people at Shui Media put it together. I'm just sending these off. Through Dropbox. How else would I do this? Whatever. Okay. It's my assistant, Melanie. And who's ever editing this episode, cut her audio. We can't afford to pay any more actors. We got spending all of our money finding Tim. Anyways, let's play that funky segment, White Boy. No, I don't want to do that. That's just stupid. All right, just go to the thing I'm shouting at you. Hello, America. It's me, Theb A Stard, a.k.a. the embodiment of and only hope for America. And a certain senator, who for this video we'll call, Joe Manchin, has been irking me lately, which brings me to my very important segment, a bit of advice. Today I have a bit of advice for West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin, seen here discussing butt-chugging with friend of Tobin and Squee, Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh. Joe, listen, you're a good friend. Together we've made a killing off oil and gas and had loads of fun messing with the American political system. You, a secret Republican pretending to be a Democrat in order to block any and all progressive agenda, and me, lobbying to help you and any other congressperson trying to make a quick buck. It was a good little scheme we were running, but I fear it is time for our secret mayhem to end. I know I told you to block absolutely everything the Democrats put forth in order to stall until the next GOP-led stranglehold on Congress, but that was years ago and the political environment has changed. Some Republicans like Congressman and domestic terrorist sympathizer Madison Cawthorn are embracing their inner Nazi, while others like Mitt Romney, who still believe in democracy, just want to do their jobs while enjoying their chocolate milk. That said, your continued efforts to block things like the bipartisan infrastructure bill, the budget plan, and being a general thorn in the side of progress seems to have done quite a bit of damage, and will continue to do more damage to this great nation unless you, reel it back in. So my advice to you, Senator, and a man who I once saw kill a budget bill simply for looking at him wrong, Joe Manchin, is simply to retire. Now, trust me, I know being the de facto most powerful person in America is, well, loads of fun, but watching Americans suffer just because you won't lean into progress, well, it isn't as fun as it used to be. So go back home to Appalachia, Joe, and release American progress from your iron grasp. Also, I have one very last, very important bit of advice for Senator and Joe Manchin's Sith apprentice, Kyrsten Sinema, seen here wearing the color of the party she not so secretly wishes she was a part of. I know you're new to Washington. Hell, in a short time you've done more harm than good and have become a true disappointment to my colleagues in the DNC. The old me would have congratulated you. Hell, I would have bought you a 10-foot tall cake. But the new me realizes that we need at least a few progressive policies to keep people alive, and more importantly, spending money. So to conclude, my bit of advice for both Kyrsten Sinema and Joe Manchin is this: simply retire and let progress happen. Without progress, I may become a gross poor and will be pretty cranky if that happens, and you don't want to see me when I'm cranky. I get real fussy and then need a nap and a burp. This has been a bit of advice. It's America, the podcast! Riveting stuff. Well, America, I've made it to the library, lots of stairs, and, well, Rasputin is nowhere to be found. Hello! Rasputin, are you here? It's Theb A Stard. Hello? Still nothing. Also, probably shouldn't yell in a library. Well, that's what Tim always told me. When was he ever right about anything? Well, I'm stumped. There's a note. Aha! Let's see, what does this say? My Russian's a little rusty. Out to lunch. Rasp. Okay. There's a P.S. Ivan left the keys to the doorway in the break room. Please don't open the door like you did last time. Oh boy, wonder what that was about. Okay. Well, where's the break room? There's a door over there to the break room. Alright, let's see what's in here. Shit. Well, America, there seems to be a river of goddamn lava separating me and the break room door. So I'm assuming there's some sort of a spell that makes rocks come up like that thing in the labyrinth does. So while I figure that out, we'll, I guess, take a quick commercial break, and you can keep lining my pocket with that sweet, sweet cash. Not Russian money, though. I hear it's not very good. It's like rubles or something like that. Aren't those the things from Zelda? I'm not sure. I only care about dollars. Your dollars. Give me your dollars. We'll be right back. And we're back, America. Well, to catch you up, I made it into the break room, which was pretty nice considering things. I mean, it's hundreds of feet under the ground, its walls are made of rocks, but the fridge was fully stocked and I stole a box of Cheez-Its. Not a bag, a box. Like a big box. The big Cheez-Its, you know? The best ones. Anyways, I have since made it back to the gate, but I can't get this goddamn key to work, so I'm not sure what to do. I'm pretty much at a loss. Maybe Tim's not even back there.
Well, hello, Mr. Thebadias, America man.
Rasputin! Hello, old friend. All right, America, I'm going to talk to my old friend here and see if we can whip up a spell to open this door and pull Tim out of it. Hopefully he's on the other side. Right now, I take you two very important readings. On today's very important readings, we hear from the Massachusetts Gazette and the Boston Weekly Newsletter from December 23, 1773, discussing the Boston Tea Party. The newspaper reads, just before the dissolution of the meeting, a number of brave and resolute men, dressed in Indian manner, approached near the door of the assembly, gave the war whoop which rang throughout the house and was answered by some in the galleys, but silence being commanded and a peaceable deportment was again enjoined till the dissolution. The Indians, as they were then called, repaired to the wharf where the ships lie that had the tea on board and were followed by hundreds of people to see the event of the transactions of those who made so grotesque an appearance. They, the Indians, immediately repaired on board Captain Hall's ship, where they hoisted out the chests of tea, and when upon deck, stove the chests and emptied the tea overboard. Having cleared this ship, they proceeded to Captain Bruce's, and then to Captain Coffin's brig. They applied themselves so dexterously to the destruction of this commodity that in the space of 3 hours they broke up 342 chests, which was the whole number in those vessels, and discharged the contents into the dock. When the tide rose, it floated the broken chests and the tea insomuch that the surface of the water was filled therewith a considerable way from the south part of the town to Dorchester Neck and lodged on the shores. There was the greatest care taken to prevent the tea from being purloined by the populace. One or two being detected in endeavoring to pocket a small quantity were stripped of their acquisitions and very roughly handled. It is worthy of remark that although a considerable quantity of goods were still remaining on board the vessels, no injury was sustained. Such attention to private property was observed that a small padlock belonging to the captain of one of the ships being broke, another was procured and sent to him. The town was very quiet during the whole evening and night following. Those persons who were from the country returned with a merry heart, and the next day joy appeared in almost every countenance, some on occasion of the destruction of the tea, others on account of the quietness with which it was effected. One of Monday's papers says that masters and owners are well pleased that their ships are thus cleared. End of article. Well, America, that was indeed a close one. They mentioned the lock being broken, but they luckily didn't mention all of the things I stole out of that asshole's quarters. No matter, I'm pretty sure the statute of limitations on theft, especially from a foreign adversary, are, pretty null and void at this point. Besides, I've used that Kraken pipe so many times that I really don't think they want it back. This has been Very Important Readings.
Take care, old friend. Have fun with the English.
I shall. You take care as well, my friend. Well, America, the gate of Rasputin was a bit of a wash. As it turns out, the only thing he keeps in the pocket dimension behind the gate is about 2,000 cases of vodka. So, while it's nice to drink and have fun with, not really helpful in finding Tim. Not to worry, though. Rasputin, the embodiment of and only hope for Mother Russia, gave me the phone number of a druid wizard that lives beneath Stonehenge. So I am on my way there to, wake him up from his slumber or interrupt his TV time. I'm not sure what he's doing, but we'll find out next week, now won't we? That said, thank you for listening, America. If you would like to follow the show on social media, you can do so on Facebook and Instagram at America the Podcast and on Twitter at America the Pod. We ran out of letters, so it just had to be pod. Anyways, you can also subscribe to the show on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Shway Media, or wherever you get your podcasts. Oh, and if you keep listening, you can hear exactly what I just said in all of the credits, as well as the credits of people who make this show happen. I will be in your ears next week, broadcasting from England. Good night and good fight.
It's America, the podcast.
This has been a production of Shway Media, all rights reserved. For more information, please visit shwaymedia.com.